Hi everyone, I am Yash Chaturvedi and I would like to take you through an article I found from Reuters called Change Healthcare Cyber Attack Affected Approximately 190 million Americans. It's honestly one of the largest healthcare data breaches we have seen in the US to date. I'll discuss what the article says, break down what actually happened, and then connect it back to what we have been learning in Module 2, things like IT governance, cybersecurity, data governance, and digital privacy. So basically, this article is about a ransomware attack on Change Healthcare that ended up affecting roughly 190 million Americans, which is a massive number when you think about it. Change Healthcare is one of those companies most people have never heard of, but they handle tech services behind the services scenes of hospitals, pharmacies, insurance companies, providers, you name it. So when they got hit, it wasn't just their problem, it caused issues across the entire healthcare industry because so many places depend on their system to function. The article also gets into what kind of information got exposed and how the company handled things afterwards. The group behind this was called Black Cat and Alpha V. That's their other name. They got into Change Healthcare system and walked away with some really sensitive information, medical records, insurance details, social security numbers, billing info, and it wasn't just the stolen data, either the actual either the attack actually shut things down operationally as well. Patients were being delayed because hospitals and pharmacies were not able to process insurance claims the way they usually would. I think that's a really interesting example of how cyber attack isn't just an abstract data got stolen thing. It's about real lives and what they have access to in terms of healthcare. This connects pretty directly to IT governance, which is something we covered in Module 2. Good governance is really about making sure your technology is actually working towards your business goals while also keeping risk under control. That means having clear cybersecurity policies, making sure someone's actually responsible for them, and making and checking in regularly on where your risks are. Honestly, if Change Healthcare had tighter governance in place, there's a good chance this attack wouldn't have caused as much damage. It's a reminder that cybersecurity can just be an IT thing. Leadership needs to be in on it too. Module 2 also spends a lot of time on data governance and compliance, and this article ties into that too. Healthcare companies are holding on to huge amounts of sensitive personal data, so protecting it isn't optional, it has to be a priority. Data governance is really just the practice of managing that information safely for as long as the company has it. In the article, Change Healthcare says they did follow HIPAA's notification rule and let people know they were affected. But here's the thing, just checking the compliance box isn't the same as actually preventing the breach in the first place. Cybersecurity and digital privacy are basically at the core of Model 2. Healthcare data is such a big target for hackers because it's loaded with personal and financial info all in one place. So organizations really need to be stacking their defenses, encryption, multi-factor authentication, training their people, keeping software updated, the whole list. And they need an actual incident response plan ready to go, not something they figure out after the effect. At the end of the day, protecting digital privacy is what keeps customers actually trusting you, and the trust is tied directly to business risk. So a few big takeaways here. First, cybersecurity isn't just an IT department problem, it affects the whole business. Second, leadership actually has to back it up, meaning putting real money into policies, tech, and training, not just talking about it. Third, risk management can't be something once and forget. Threats keep changing, so it has to be ongoing. And honestly, every employee plays some part in keeping information safe, even if it's being careful with what they click on. Strong governance plus staying proactive is really what helps company cut down on risk and hang on to customers' trust. So to wrap things up, the Change Healthcare attack is a pretty clear example of why companies can't afford to threat cybersecurity as an afterthought. It hit millions of people and disrupted healthcare services all over the country. And I think it connects really well with what we have covered in the model 2. since it touches IT governance, data governance, compliance, cybersecurity, and digital privacy all at the same time. Going forward, organizations need strong leadership, actual security controls in place, trained employees, and ongoing risk management if they want to avoid something like this happening again. Thanks for listening. Happy to answer any questions.